Hey everybody, it's Kyle from Tavern TCG and Brian from Tavern TCG. Brian, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about Worlds.
Worlds. So you are leaving on Saturday to go to Japan and play for the World Championship of Force of Will.
Not looking forward to being jet lagged, but am excited to be at Japan.
Right, exactly. Yeah, everyone's excited. Of course, it's going to be a big event. They're streaming it. We're all excited to see how it pans out. But I want to ask you a couple questions here. Just, you know, so some people are watching closely, right? They want to know, what do you do? I mean, you're walking into a meta that's not been played before. You only can use cards from the Atlas structure decks as well as the ones from the new 7 King set. How do you prepare for an event like that?
Okay, so first thing first, one, the meta is not defined at all. So nobody knows going into the event what anybody else is going to play. So there isn't like, oh, I can build a deck just to counter this deck because that deck is dominating the whole time field, kind of like the Bahama meta or whatever. But at the same time, we have to be the ones creating the meta. We have to be the ones building the best decks. So I feel like for day one, people are just going to be building the best possible deck that beats all the other decks currently. If there is one, I'm not sure, but there most likely is one.
Now, what about day two?
Alright, day two, so the format's a little different. So day one, you get to play a deck, and then day two, you can actually change up your deck list so that it will, you know, be better for the top 8 meta. And day two is just top 8.
Okay, so basically day one is kind of the big experiment, right? Like, let's see what people are playing, and day two is let me try to counter what people are playing. But everyone's trying to counter the same thing.
Right, but in reality, you should be playing your best deck possible in day one, because day one's going to be a lot tougher than day two. And if you don't make it to day two at all, then your day two strats don't matter at all.
What are you most concerned about walking into this event?
Most concerned about? I mean, I guess the usual, just like getting sacked out. But past that, it's just like if everybody's playing well on the same deck, then like, or on different decks, like, you just have to play the best deck.
How do you get the confidence to know that the deck you've built is the best deck? I know you've been testing a lot.
Yeah.
But how do you know, like, what gives you the confidence to say, hey, what I have here is what's going to win the event?
We just take a deck, play with it, and then play it against every single other deck that we can possibly come up with. And if anything comes even close, then we try that, and well, basically we see where we're going from there.
Rinse, lather, repeat.
Yes, you just test. This is just a ton of work.
Do you ever get scared? Do you ever get scared that like maybe you missed something?
It's definitely a sneaking suspicion, but yeah, I think I've got a handle on the metal, I think.
Okay, so now what about these other countries? So, I mean, playing against USA players is one thing.
So you got UK, you got Italy. Well, you got UK with David Hartley. You got Italy with a lot of the Vlad players, and the Vlad meta. You have let's see, iPank from Malaysia, and also a couple of those guys are also pretty good too. And then you have the Japanese as well.
So now going into this event, we're talking about a lot of different players from a lot of different countries.
46 players, I think.
46 players, all these different countries. What do you think is going to give anyone an edge over the competition? Just besides deck building, what is it about a player that has to be there in order to win in a field of unknown? You know, you've never played against the Italians.
Well, you have to, I think preparation is going to be number one. Like, if you are prepared to play against every single matchup on the opposing side, then you're going to be pretty prepared. Like, you're going to know how to play each matchup, so like all these matchups aren't foreign to you, and you just already get a sense of like what you need to be doing. The second thing is, like, if you have to be a good pilot. Your mechanics have to be good. You just have to have your sequencing. Like, you can't mess up. You can't, because like this field is full of top players, right? And if you mess up, then other people are just going to capitalize it, and you're just out.
Absolutely, and that's what's so interesting is you're going into the unknown.
Yes.
You're playing against players from all over the world, and like you said, some metas were very Vlad heavy, ours was very aggro heavy. We have a lot of different people who may be stuck in their ways. Do you think that you might do you think coming from the Bahamut meta that you were in, that no other player has experienced outside of USA, is helpful, or do you think it might be a weakness?
I think that the card pool is definitely shallow enough that people can figure it out pretty easily. The main thing is the set size is very, very small. So because the set size is so small, it's very easy to test most every single configuration, everything possible. Especially since that we also don't have access to special stones as well. So mana is a bit of a problem, if not a really big problem. So because you can only play basic stones, so a lot of times if you're playing, like, let's say you're playing a I don't know, a Prussia deck, right? And you want to be in 2 colors. So you will have to play some green stones for sure because you're in Prussia. And then if you want to play, like said, like red stones, for example, then a lot of times when you need double green on turn 2, and you hit your red, you just like break it and you can't do anything. Like just like having multiple colors is really, really awkward.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's definitely a challenge as well. So it kind of almost seems like you should be sticking to monocolored decks.
Yes.
Okay, well, great. Anything else you want to say before we ship you off to Japan?
Yeah, like this Worlds is supposed to showcase what SKL has in store for us. I kind of wish that they actually gave us access to special stones so we could actually do that, because a lot of decks I felt like we couldn't really play because of the mana issues. But apart from that, this is going to be really cool. Like, I'm excited. I can't wait to play a lot of these players. I don't know. I have no clue how good these players are internationally, so it gets we get a good feel of what other players from other countries are capable of. And honestly, I haven't played with any of the USA team really, so it would be a good chance to like meet them and play against them, see how good they really are.
Yeah, it's going to be fun across the board. We're all excited to watch. I know we're going to be cheering for you, obviously, and you know, of course, we wish everyone luck. It's a big event. A lot of people are going to be watching. Well, Bryan, thank you for your time.
Yep.
We're out. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, like us on Facebook. Go ham. We got a lot of stuff for you. Check it all out. And until next time, we're out.